And we are live, guys. Welcome to another live stream from the Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling. Today we are discussing why you don't do what you know you need to get done. Now, before I go into the subject, you guys need to understand that you might not be there yet. Maybe you don't know what needs to get done yet, and if that's the case, then hit me up on Instagram at Men of High Value. Let's figure out your like Patrick Bet-David says it, your 5 next moves in order for you to achieve your long-term dreams and goals, and your habits and the milestones that need to be achieved and accomplished in order for you to arrive. Okay, if you don't know that, then you need to start there. Now, once you've gone past that point, you know what you need to get done, but you actually have not started the process of doing those things, or you are doing the process but inconsistently, so you never get momentum, or you do it and then you give up. Why do you not do the things you know you need to get done? The only reason, okay, there might be many reasons, but really, the only reason why you're not prioritizing the thing that needs to get done right now is because you believe it is pointless. There's no reason. You don't have a why for doing that thing. And if you do have a why, it's not strong enough, obviously. So in your mind, when you arrive at the task where you know it's the time that you're supposed to be doing the thing you're supposed to be doing, you're procrastinating. You're scrolling your phone instead. You are choosing to watch YouTube instead. You're choosing to call a friend instead. Whatever it is, like you're trying to distract yourself. Effectively, you're also succeeding at distracting yourself from doing the task at hand. If you manage to connect, if you manage to create a reason or a point for doing the task, then you would do the task. But you literally haven't connected the task with the long-term picture. This is the solution. You need to connect the task with the long-term picture, and you need to believe, have faith that that long-term picture actually is going to happen. The vast majority of the time, it is your lack of self-worth that believes that this task is pointless because you have quit all those other times, you started the process and then you gave up, you're inconsistently doing it because something always happens on the journey towards, that consistency, and it's pointless to start the painful process again of going through the mumbo jumbo of this pointless task, which is the most important task that needs to get done, but you're just procrastinating it continuously. It is based on your self-worth of not believing that this task will take you to that end picture because of that lack of self-worth, or because you don't know what the long-term picture is, or you just simply do not believe that it's going to happen. What are you going to do to fix that situation? Because the task needs to happen. And very often people begin to feel pain and stress and burden and pressure to perform that task, and then they quit. Guess what? You're going to move on to a different task or a different niche or a different whatever that will hopefully lead you to the final destination. You're going to go through the exact same thing right there. Your personal development is where it's at right now. And it's based on this exact thing. Are you able to create a prioritization plan? And then once it comes to the work of that prioritization plan, right? Plan your work your plan. Very often we're really good at planning our work, but we don't work our plan because of this. So if you become really good at pointing out the reason, the why, which is basically the long-term picture, and you have it squarely in your brain, and you're actually doing visualization on a daily basis, you have your goals put up everywhere in your house if possible, so that you are constantly reminded again and again and again of the long-term picture. then you now have a reason that is, hopefully, that reason creates emotions and creates drive and creates excitement in you enough to actually, you know what, this task needs to get done. For me, this is talking to 100 people every day. 100 people every day. If I just simply do that continuously, then I continuously improve the process where whereby I contact these people, and I continuously help them and create and provide value for them, and I continuously improve my game as a coach, etc., etc. Over time, I am going to get the long-term results that I seek. It is impossible for success to arrive if I actually just keep doing that one task every single day. And I have to admit, sometimes I just simply do not want to do those tasks. Sometimes I don't want to talk to people. Okay? This is completely normal. Why? Because the people that I talk to sometimes don't want to talk to me. Can you believe it? Like, obviously, there's a big percentage of people that do want to talk to me and that do appreciate me reaching out, but not everyone does. It's strange, right? No, it's just that people are not ready for receiving help. Sometimes people don't want it, right? And so as a natural result, it's me wasting time on people that are not looking for me. So I have to constantly remind myself, oh my gosh, why am I doing this again? Why am I trying to help these people? If they don't want to help themselves, they don't want to get help from me, well, why am I doing this? Now I'm like, oh yeah, right, I'm doing it because of this. Because every single time I actually apply this principle and I do this habit every single day, I find some gems. I find some nuggets of people that end up becoming my friends for life. That's the reason why you need to do the task that you need to get done, because it will eventually create that future you want. The problem is that 95% of the things that we do in business is absolutely worthless and won't give us anything other than the rejection that is necessary for the building of our character. The 5%, the remaining 5%, is what's going to make you rich. It might actually be 99/1%, right? 99% of the things you do in business is a worthless use of your time, while 1% will make you rich. And you have to think about it. You have to understand that, and the numbers will continuously improve and get better over time, which means that business is a continuously improving aspect, which means it is impossible for you to not succeed in business if you keep going. This is why all men need to become entrepreneurs. It is unacceptable for a man to remain in a job for the rest of his life under the control of someone else, of another man. And I'm talking about like direct control where he can fire you, basically. Right? Obviously, there is something called intrapreneur, basically, where you build yourself up together in a company and you become extremely wealthy because the company is huge. But in general, you should, as a rule, become an entrepreneur of creating and founding your own company, either if it's partnering with someone else or it's you doing it yourself. The point of this video is that next task. Are you able to get that as a habit so that you can now go on to the next task and build that into a habit? Suddenly you have stacked habits into your life that are automatically moving you towards the end goal, basically your dreams and goals. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys in the next one.